Okay, let's see here. Are we live? Alright, I think it's showing that we're live. Alright. Greetings, varlets. I am Interrogator Rosero Rivas at the Shatem Lady Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and welcome to Looking Cute and Painting Minis. I'm coming at you live from the Grim Dark feature, currently broadcasted from the high world of Ragu. The theme music for the stream is Chords of Lament and Hope by the Venerable Litigus Adam Bell. We also have music from Warhammer 40k Mechanicus, composed by Guillaume David and the copyrighted Bulwark Studios. Music for Warhammer 40k Darktide, which is composed by Jesper Kyd and the copyrighted Fat Shark Games. And the music from Path to Nowhere, which is composed by various artists and the copyright of Eisner Games. All of the music is provided to us by filmmusic.io. Today we're continuing to paint the Space Wolf. It's from Games Workshop, and which I took with some green stuff and customized it with some hair and a beard. And I also customized it with some bits from Darktide Studios, specifically the shoulder pad, the little boss thing here, the backpack, a little horn. And yeah, you can find this miniature at Warhammer.com. And you can find all the bits I just mentioned at myminifactory.com/users/Darktide Studio. Let me see here. Is there anybody there? Is anybody out there? Is anybody there? All right. So, we have a lot to get through today, but I kind of wanted to show off some of the armor work that we did, plus some of the stuff I did off screen. I decided to just finish off the rest of your armor off screen with all the edge highlighting and everything. So we mostly did the front last time, so you guys didn't miss much as far as techniques. So yeah, we just finished it off. So he is completely done, armor-wise. At least the base part. Yeah, we got more to do, obviously. Okay, let me see if I can zoom in here and show you guys a little bit more of the detail. Again, sort of a recap on what we were trying to go for. We're trying to go for this more stylized look. I really wanted to give it this sort of dynamic style, so I went with sort of like scratching in more and more detail. And the lighting would have these sort of lines. Almost looks like sketch art. Alright, here we go. Bamu Bard, how's it going? Bamu Bard said, hi Rosario, I like the style. Very comic book style. Yeah, I don't know what to call it yet. I want to say painterly, but I mean, it's not very much like paint. It has a very sketch quality or comic book quality. So yeah, I don't know what to call it yet. And there might be a name for it already, but I really like how this came out. And I want to try this some more on more models, and I want to keep trying it on this one. But I feel like I'm gonna like run through the edge of my, or at least the tips of my brushes like crazy with this style. And Bahamut Bar said, just chilling while modding. Oh, you're modding for Aurelia again? How's that going? I saw she was streaming a minute ago. But I had to get ready for this stream, so unfortunately I couldn't pop in. But yeah, I actually had to write down my my next step, because there's so much stuff on this model that I need to get to, and I'm trying to keep it all in my head. So next up, we're actually going to be working on the under armor, or the leotard, or you would call it, pretty much all the black parts here that are under the armor, or the exposed parts of the armor. And we're gonna start painting those. So nothing too exciting as far as that part, but I am really excited to start working on some of the other parts. But as per usual, we're not gonna slack off on this, so we're gonna start off with some Eshin Gray. I was able to buy some more paint, so that we're not just stuck with Mechanicus Standard Gray. However, we will use Mechanicus Standard Gray on more edges, like as opposed to just the base color. Oh, thank you for the head pads. So if my desk looks a little bit messy today, it's because I couldn't quite decide on where I wanted to get started first. So I put out all the paints on my desk just to be sure. Alright, so let me see. What brush are we gonna start with? Let's start with 1. So we'll be doing size 1 grabby. So besides modding, what you been up to lately? Hey, Visa, how's it going? Going good? How's your week been? I'm going to take him off the base. Finding it a little hard to hold him steady there. Alright, Vizzy, you said I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything. Instant commercial blocked my unmute button. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, I was just saying how you doing? How you been? What you been up to? Yeah, we're currently working with Eshin Gray and just getting to the Under Armour. and I can already tell the difference a little bit. Advisor, you said going well, and dang, his armor is looking awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I am very happy with this style that I decided to go with. We have to come up with a name for it if there isn't one. But I really like it. Visa said the feel I'm getting is frost weathered. Yeah, I know, right? Like if the wind has been beating on it. All that hard winter. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing any parts. Got this strap back here. That got me thinking of the band Creed. 'Cause me, I'm rusted and weathered, barely holding together. That was probably terrible. Sorry. He said, "It's fine. I don't think I can hit high notes any better." Looks like there's a little bit of that in his head here. Okay. It's a little bit of exposed under armor here in his like rib cage. I think that should be good enough. Okay, yeah, that should be good enough. So we're done with Ash and Gray for now. We'll get a slightly smaller brush so we can get to those same little ridges on the Under Armour, but try to cover less ground. Or should I say less material? Or surface. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. Surface. And from there, we're gonna go with our trusty Mechanicus Standard Gray. Again, we're going to try to cover a little less surface than last time. So we're going to go with size 0 gravity. And again, to remind viewers or whoever wasn't here last week, what I'm doing is I'm covering full parts first. So I'm not going from, part to part, just base coating, and then going on to layering, and then going to edge highlighting and all that stuff. I'm trying to do a full part all in one go. From base coating all the way to detailing. That's what I did with the armor. Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit, see if it's showing up a little bit more. I feel like it is. Already tell the difference between the upper part of his thigh So pretty much his glutes and his the back of his I don't know what you call that, crook of his knee. Hi, Jim. How's it going? Going good? Have a good week? What's been up to? Oh, nice. Doing pretty good. Happy to hear it. Said playing Honkai Star Rail mostly. Oh, finally got off the Path to Nowhere train. How's the game? Are you enjoying it? Said I. You said, and you? Liking Memorias Póstumas de Bras Cubas? I'm not sure what that song is. And, you said, I have 408 hours on Honkai. Oh, okay, that's a lot of hours for sure. Oh, the book you sent me. I'm not able to read it yet. Unfortunately, I've been very busy with my, inquisitorial duties, and that's just I haven't been able to get to it. But I will read it. It's on my list. He said, "Oh, makes sense. It's all right. Yeah, I have a backlog of books. Unfortunately, not a lot of time to read when you work for the Imperium." Unless it's reading reports. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot of that, unfortunately. You said, yeah, and after my exam on school, I'll catch up on more books and worry about my birthday. Okay, when's your birthday? And what books are on your list? And, I rolled tricks, 2020 says, bye, guys. Or 2020, bye, guys. I don't know what that means. But hello. And said, Jem, you said it's October 16. Nice. Any big plans for your birthday? See, I'm painting. Yeah, it is. There we go. He said, and the books are Thus Spoke the Master from Confucius, A Chinese Thinker, and Mysterious Island from Jules Verne. Oh, nice! I've read Jules Verne. I read A Thousand Leagues Under the Sea. And I haven't read that one by Confucius. I know who Confucius is, but I haven't read that one. I read Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Basically required reading at Scala. He said, I have that one, stopped at the middle of the book though. Which one? The Jules Verne one or the Art of War one? He said, yep, Jules. Oh, why'd you stop? Bored? Nah, not really feeling it. He said, from Jules Verne, I have 5 weeks on a balloon, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I've seen the movie for that one. I've never read the book. The one you mentioned, From the Earth to the Moon, I've heard of that one, but I've never seen it or read it. And Around the World in 80 Days and The Mysterious Island. I've definitely read Around the World in 80 Days. And yeah, I haven't read The Mysterious Island. And said with Josh Hutcherson and Dwayne Johnson. Oh yeah, that new one. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. Okay. All right, I think it's time to add the final highlights on the Under Armor. And just double check to see if it's all nicely visible. I feel like it's more visible in the back parts than it is in the front. And he said, also, I looked up on Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2 for my PS to play, and damn, it's expensive. Yeah, most games nowadays, for whatever reason, and inflation, or whatever you want to call it, are incredibly expensive. I feel like it's not very fair. Not a good price range. I feel like $70 or $80 for a game is way too much. Not worth it. I don't care how good the game is. And you said it's all, or Visa said, it's all golden pixels and particle effects. I know, right? We don't need that crazy of, of detail for a good game. And you said, or Jem said, I'm guessing, Brazilian money? It's $349.90, which is $63.45. It's actually cheaper than it is here. Here's almost $80. Reais is my currency. Yep, Brazilian money. Ah, okay, got it. Alright, I think it's time to move on to the final highlight. I'll try to be very gingerly with it. And we'll be using Ray Seer. And we'll stick with the size 0 grabby. Turn it the way where you can read it. Just shaking the paint. Jemmy said, but honestly, I think I'll buy Elden Ring or Predator Hunting Grounds first. Haven't heard of Predator Hunting Grounds in forever. I think I went a little too overboard with the Gracier on the strap. But on the ridging of his under armor, it's going up pretty good. And Jemmy said, bless you if that was a sneeze. Oh, thank you. And said, I wasn't hearing well because I'm using the microwave to make popcorn. I was saying that I haven't heard of Predator Hunting Grounds in forever. I feel like that's a pretty old game by now. But Elden Ring, everybody keeps raving about that one. Everybody loves the FromSoft games. Haven't played Elden Ring. I've only played of FromSoft games. I've only played Bloodborne. He said, and Predator Hunting Grounds basically a TF2, but the way that we have the Predator and humans. Oh, gotcha. He said, and you know what's the funniest thing about this game? What? What's the funniest thing? You said you know Dr. Disrespect and that problem, right? I know there was a problem with Dr. Disrespect, but I haven't really kept up with whatever it is that he's got a problem with. Actually, I don't keep up with a lot of, I guess, drama. Okay, I think we're done with that. He said they released a DLC where Dr. Disrespect's Predator skin on 2021. Oh, okay. I remember hearing that they were gonna do that a long time ago. But, yeah, I guess 2021 it was. But I hadn't really kept up with whatever happened with that. I think they, didn't they, like, take it down or something? Okay, you said, and they removed it from the game because of that stuff he did. Ah, okay, yeah. I heard they removed the stuff, but I didn't hear what he did exactly. Maybe some sexual stuff? I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, we already got the ridging of his under armor all nicely detailed. We can see all the shine. And Jumpside sent inappropriate messages to a minor. Ah, okay. Yeah, that'll definitely, get you in trouble. Okay, so we are done with, the Under Armour. I can scratch that off my list. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a really good saxophone. Saxophone's great. Wow, it's one of my favorite instruments. And Edward Stark said, I've seen that clip before, but where's it from? I figured it was just some fan animation. Hi, Edward, how you doing? And Edward said, not bad, thanks. Just grading while watching. Oh, nice. Yeah, check it out. What are you grading? Alright, so next up on the list is the drinking horn. You see, I made a little list. And you said homeward. I know that song from 50 miles of distance. Okay, so the drinking horn. The drinking horn right now is right here. Kind of an inconvenient spot, so that's why I figured I'd get to that one first. And Editor Stark said, math exams, bleh. That armor is looking fantastic. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, really happy with how he's looking. And Jem said, math sucks. Never got a good or incredible grade in my life. Yeah, me neither. I've never been really good at math, which is definitely humiliating to me as a member of the cult Mechanicus. But I will continue to work hard. So, let's go ahead and grab... We'll use size 1 again. And we'll paint it black again. So let's grab that Abaddon black. Since we have some spillage on it. If you'll see here. See, it's got some of the fang color that I used. So I gotta paint over that. And, let me see, it looks like a few messages came in there. Let me scroll back a bit. Visor, you said math feels like one of those things that really needs a good teacher to not turn people off from it. Yeah, no, that's true. And, Editor Stark said, I think so much of it is how it's framed, to be fair. You likely weren't good at math the way it was taught, etc. Yeah, I guess it could be that. And Jem said, I'm only good at literature, biology, geography, and history. Basically anything that doesn't use any calculus. And Editor said, only Jem, only those things. Yeah, that kind of implies that one thing. You mentioned a bunch of things, so you're really good at a lot of things. Just not anything calculus related. So I'm trying to open up that Corvus Black. Oh wait, no, I'm not trying to open. Where's Abaddon Black? There it is. And Buzz said if the teacher isn't good at teaching or is really inflexible on their specific method, it makes math a lot harder. Well, I guess, in order to make up for it, Eddard will now be teaching all of his math. Go, Eddard! And now I gotta be careful because I don't want to get any of this black paint on any of the armor parts. Edward Stark has left the chat. Don't worry, Edward, I was only kidding. Said, if it wasn't my day job. Well, I'd appreciate that. And Frida said, howdy, Frida, how you doing? Doing good? Staying out of trouble? Have a good week? And Video said doing both happy and shit. Oh, sorry to hear that. I guess, why shit? Let's go with the negative first, and we'll end with a positive. And said, happy because I saw you and a lot of other people liked Relitho's new art piece, and which was my commission. Oh, nice! And let me look up which one was it, because I remember seeing it, but it's not coming to mind. Oh yeah, the Sanguinius one. And Fiji said, when shall the three of us meet again? Yeah, when I saw the faces of the other Primarchs, I immediately thought of the music from that Digital Circus. And let me see if I can bring it up for you guys. Alright, Video said, weirdly enough, even though on Instagram the art was so popularity-wise, but it absolutely exploded on Twitter. Huh. Well, I like it. There it is. To move that. Here we go. Let's put it behind myself. There we go. Yep, it's such a good expression. And just in case, Fili just said, the facial expressions of two brothers knowing it may be their last goodbye. Anyway, time to continue. But yeah, really good art. Relitho's really good. I want to commission him at some point. So I've painted the horn black again, or Abaddon black specifically. And you said thankfully they did see Sanguinius again. Oh, really? How? When? I mean, or are you saying they saw him dead? Yeah, there we go. It says strung up like Christmas lights on Horus's ship. Yeah, not the best way to see your sibling. Okay. Now for the horn, we're gonna go ahead and try to get some, let me make sure that's in the way. We're gonna go from black to white. So black already is at the tip of the horn, so we're slowly gonna be keep adding more and more white on there. Kind of like how you see actual big game horns, they're not just all white, it's just not bone. It's like a horn, so I kind of want to represent that. Hey, Video said, also I hate how the end and the death made Sanguinius' last fight pointless. Originally, he cracked Horus's armor, which led to Big E being able to kill him. In each D, he just dies. Yeah, that's why I'm never, whenever somebody says that I need to read Horus Heresy, I hear stuff like that, and I'm like, do I really though? I hear so many missteps in story that I'm like, nah, I'm good. So I think we'll start with Sandy Dust. Video said, now why shit? My parents went to vacation for 2 weeks away, so I had the house for myself, so I decided to clean up our basement. Spent 4 days down there and only finished halfway through, but I was still proud of myself. Hey, no, that's good. If you've never done it before, then yeah, for sure. I wonder how much of a mess is already down there. Okay, we're still using size 1 grabby. Well, Fidi just said, I'm sorry, editor start. Oh wait, a lot of messages coming in. It's like, editor, I get why that might feel a bit shit, Fidi joke, but honestly, I'm mostly just jealous. Oh, why jealous? It's Fidi said, only from my father to yell at my face that I threw away his important stuff. Said important stuff for 10 years old trash he didn't even know he had down there, to the point he drove to the disposal dump place to try and retrieve it, even though I still left the actual important stuff back at the basement. And Editor said, That's some damn good work. Oh, well, that part is absolute shit. Damn. Yeah, that's not fair. I'm really sorry to hear that. So what happened after that? You know, are you and your parents back on talking terms, or are you taking a little break from them, or what? Alright, the video said literal moment. My dad yelled wide through his stuff. Has full bodysuit for when painting houses. Full thing though. We completely painted and sprayed our house anew, and he never even looked for it, let alone wore it. Oh yeah, nah, that's just dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch brushes. So I kind of want to start streaking some Xandri dust onto the other parts of black. Though we're going to switch brush to something a little lighter. Continue to use our size 0 gravity, since that one has our finest point. But he said right now I will ignore him because I will fly back to America in a week. Then he can fume and bitch around all he likes. Okay, well hopefully he doesn't stay mad for too long and he realizes that you were just trying to help. And video said because that was disrespectful as fuck. Yeah, it definitely was. Too much paint. Video says, I don't care if he stays mad, I will stay mad because I wasted 4 days of my own free time for heavy work and he blames me for shit instead of thanking. Yeah, like I said, hopefully he realizes his mistake. Not good to stay mad at family. You said, on another topic, I finished a sister's book, It Rolls in Darkness. Oh, how was it? Is it any good? I just hate it when Pete doesn't come off the brush. Come on. Video said absolutely 100% mid. That sucks. What do you think is worse, a mid book or a bad book? He just said a mid book is worse because I already forgot most of it. A bad book has at least moments to talk about and remember by, like Months of Shame. And Eddard Stark said agree with those too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I posed the question. As like, you would think that a mid book would at least be okay, middling, you know, it's enjoyable enough. But sometimes it just being mid is just boring. Like a bad book, you can laugh at it. You can't laugh at a mid book. You're just bored reading it. Alright, I think we've gotten enough of that Xandri dust on there. And one thing I realized is there's this little sort of metal bit at the end of the horn. I don't know if you can see it very well because the chainsaw's in the way. Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in. Yeah, right there. Point at it. Right there. So I have to paint that separately. He just said, I'm not a Sisters fan, so I didn't have a strong bond to them, and it's my first Sisters book. There were definitely some cool moments, but this is the best example I can bring up. Yeah, my favorite was, because I've only read technically three Sisters books, and those are the James Swallow ones. I love those. They were great. I had a great time. I especially remember the third one. But the third one was more of an audio drama, and it was a lot shorter, but it's still written by the same person. It's technically part of the trilogy. But each story doesn't quite have to do with the other one. But it follows the same character, so it's like the same sister going on different adventures. And Video said it basically has the same premise as a Caiaphas Cain book about gene stealers, but it lacks all the personality and charm to make it memorable. Oh yeah, that was the first one. The first book of Caiaphas Cain had gene stealers. Really good. Okay, it is the typical military advance onto battlefield story with no humor or even personality in it whatsoever. Yeah, I really like that first one. Yeah, I think the first Sisters Battle book, I forget the names of them. It's like Fire and something, Red and Fire, Face and Fire, there we go. And Faith and Fire is about, it's just about trying to capture this rogue psyker. And Phidia said, you want to know the worst part? What's the worst part? Okay, so we're done with Xandri Dust. Now we'll go to... Stone. If you said the Lion Primal book, it's pretty boring too for the most part. But at the very least, the book is around 8 hours long. So it's short, but boring. And so the student's book is up to 13 hours long. Yeah. I could see how that would be upsetting, and how you would feel your time is wasted there. Did you ever read that Trekkie Flint book? The dwarf one? The Argonaut's Oath? The army is saying you're gonna read it. I don't know if you ever did or not. Right now I'm just trying to spread that carrot stone onto the brush. And Video said, I will do it now on my way to the to America. Read it on the way, plan on the plane. Okay. I'm gonna try to be very gingerly with this one. I never get tired of this song. So editor said, I need to stop grading during it, or whoever's exam I'm working on will get an unintentional point boost. I know. It's so uplifting and so badass that I can never get tired of listening to it. Once that organ hits, just like, oh yeah, it's my jam. Okay, I think one more coat and we should be done with the horns. And for that, we need to find, where is it? Screaming Skull, there it is. Whoop. Video said, and for me personally, I hated the second lead character in the book named Carmilla. Hold on. She is a planetary trained soldier, religious follower, but she is crying and moaning all the time. Girl, your other soldiers are puking guts out while maintaining composure, and you can't stop whining about losing your uncle. Only for a sister to go, you would be a great sister, especially the Blood Rose. Who the fuck are they taking into their ranks? Yeah, that's not the kind of leader material that you want. If your soldiers are freaking out and you're breaking down, that's not good. That is not the time to break down. You gotta help your soldiers get to, get over their insecurities and their fears and get them onto the objective. And Villa said, and I gotta ask you and the rest of the chat, what's up? What do you want to ask? Like I say, we're going to Screaming Skull, and we're gonna stick with size 0 Grabby. That's the only one who has a tip that has lasted this long. Mostly because I have barely used it. And now it's putting all the hard work. Okay, again, I'm just putting the paint onto the palette, or the paper palette, I guess. Making sure that I don't have too much on there. Okay, good. Okay, Fiddy just said, G-Steers basically implants psychic illusions on the planet to brainwash people, and it's basically something like showing them their biggest dreams come true, right? It's different from chaos tempting them, correct? No, it's not quite that, at least not from the books I've read. It's more like a virus. They implant humans with a virus that makes them want to breed. And so with this virus, it'll progressively get stronger and stronger with time, and more, I guess, tyrannid aspects will appear on them over time. By that I mean like the next and next generations. So it's sort of a generational virus. But yeah, it's sort of like a way to spread this plague. And obviously the more, I guess, tainted the human genes are with the tyrannid genes, the more they feel the call of the hive mind. And said, Fiji said, okay, then why is the hive mind calling Big E the false emperor like my guy? I get it, Chaos saying that, but you? Why even? Yeah, that's not how that works. And then Vise at 39 said, it's basically Shout Over Innsmouth 40k edition. Yeah, definitely. And spoilers for those who haven't read Shadow of Innsmouth. Definitely my favorite H.P. Lovecraft story. And Edward Stark said, well, there's a combination nobody needed. And yet it's so good. I have the entire compendium of H.P. Lovecraft's work. Definitely one of my favorite writers. And Eder said, in terms of the poor worlds involved, to be clear. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, to Fideo's point, I don't think the Tyranid hive mind will be calling the Emperor a false emperor. In fact, I've actually read a story that's entirely from the G-Sitter's perspective. It's called Day of Ascension. Very fun read. Unfortunately, it paints the Mechanicus as the bad guys, and I'm a big fan of the Mechanicus, but, you know, it's still a good book. And it kind of delves into the psychology of the G-Stealers, or those who are under the G-Stealer virus. It's really fun. I definitely recommend it. And then Fideo said the book just made the G-Stealer seem far more chaosy than needed, to the point of why didn't the author make it a Sisters versus Chaos book? That is true. But yeah, I think we're done with the effect that I'm going for that horn. Notice that I haven't painted those black parts there. One, because that's actually a strapped he's got there, so as a strap it'll go onto the I can strap the horn onto his hip. And then we have the metal bit at the bottom. So we're gonna leave that for now. But at least we're getting that horn effect that I wanted. I think it looks pretty good. So we can knock that one off the list. So next up is the pièce de résistance. We're gonna try with the operative word, to finally do some non-metallic metal. So, please be gentle with your critiques. Nah, don't be gentle. Be harsh as you can be. I want to get better. But I'm freaking out because it's the first time I'm gonna try some non-metallic metal. Alright, that video said the only thing I did find hilarious was that the Bloody Rose sisters are the ones just loving to fight and martyr themselves. So they had to do it to do a lot of politicking in the beginning, and they all hated it so much to the point they were ready to join the Colosseum just to fight some people. And Villa said be as harsh as Cor Ferron was with Lorgar. Yeah, exactly. But be constructive. Don't just say it sucks. Alright, so again, we're going to be sticking with the size 0 gravity. And we're going to be using Mornfang Brown. You said it sucks. Well, I haven't started yet, so that's why it sucks. Right now, I'm just shaking the paint. Video asks, have I played Space Marine 2 yet? Unfortunately not. I would love to play it. No time. Or money to buy the game for that matter. Right now, all proceeds of the streams are going to painting materials and buying a new monitor. And maybe, hopefully, I will get myself a 3D printer. And that's where your proceeds are going, by the way. A video said I dropped it. The online is just such an unfinished mess. Oh really? I've been hearing a lot of good things about the game. Surprised that it's as messy as you think it is. And you said, but the main campaign is worth it, especially the last few chapters. The game even made me love a chapter master I've never cared for before. Yeah, I've heard the chapter master for the Ultramarines is there. But yeah, honestly, the main campaign is not at all what I'm interested in with that game. So it kind of sucks to hear that the multiplayer is what's lagging on it. And that's actually what I'm interested in. So yeah, we're using Morgfan Brown right now, just to give it the sort of get the deep recesses of what I'm hoping will be sort of non-metallic gold. Alright, Fidijo said, it's just the servers still suck when it disconnects you. 3/4 of the PvE operation. The PvE is hard as balls, with no true rhyme or reason, where they spam big enemies to you constantly on any difficulty above easiest. The progression system is a slog, and there are only 6 PvE operations with no horde mode whatsoever. Okay. It is, I've been meaning to, at least I've been wanting to play the PvE. So don't get me wrong, I do want to play a little bit of the main multiplayer, but I've always preferred PvE. Okay, we still got to do this sort of middle here. Because I haven't played the PvP, but people say the gameplay is super fun, and it does look like fun. But there are only 3 PvP modes, only 3 maps for them, and you can't customize the Chaos Marines whatsoever. Oh really? I thought they were gonna bring packs for the different Chaos Space Marine Legions. I could have sworn I saw some stuff with like Night Lords or whatnot. people said not to mention that there aren't any Emperor's Children or Bears or even Thousand Sun customizations, which is stupid because the sons are the main villain. Yeah, you'd think they'd be on there. I heard you can make a Plague Marine if you use heavy. I know you didn't mention Plague Marines, but I remember hearing that somewhere. You said you can choose 5 classes, and each class is a Chaos Marine Legion. Oh, okay. Assault with Jump Packs is Night Lord, Bulwark with Shield is Death Guard, and so on. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, it does suck. Hopefully they'll add more customization to it in the future. Because I've been wanting to play an Iron Warrior. So it's like I want to play Iron Warrior for Chaos, and I want to play White Scar for, for Loyalist. I want to make a White Scar for PvE, but I also want to make a Pretty Marine for PvE. That's a good start. Let's go ahead and no, I'm just gonna stick to that part. And Figure says, well, you can play Iron Warrior, but only when you play as the heavy, the one carrying the heavy weapons. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it is kind of weird that they did it that way. I mean, don't get me wrong, it makes sense that the Iron Warrior would be the heavy. That's sort of what I wanted to play them as. Still kind of weird you can only do that. Like I said, hopefully they'll add more customizations in the future. Alright. Let's go ahead and switch. We're gonna go with XV88. Let's go ahead and clean the brush. But yeah, I figured if I played an Iron Warrior, I would play him as a heavy. And if I played a White Scar, I'd play him as a, what's that one called? The one with the grappling hook. Vanguard? Alright, Fijo, let me see, hold on. Okay, you said, and the customizations for Loyal Marines is pretty bare bones too. You can only give a single class the Dark Angel's cloak and robes, and that's it. There is also no beak helmet whatsoever for Raven fans. No first generation helmets whatsoever. And to unlock every customization part is also just really stupid with the same points you need for weapons and skills upgrades. It's the same to unlock colors, emblems, etc. Ah, okay. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, right now the game just came out, so I wouldn't expect too many, I guess, customization options, so I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually come up with more. Said listed Space Marine 2 is fun. Listed Space Marine 2 is fun, but glaringly unfinished. Okay. Well, like I said, hopefully they'll add more and more customization to the game. Thank you, video. I'll try. Why is the music off? It's this elf meditation one. So quiet. Alright. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, I still have one more layer to put in there, but I think it's coming out okay. I wouldn't say it's the best non-metallic metal. But I feel like it's kind of doing the trick. Eddard said, I'm curious to see what the last layer adds, but it does feel like it's coming together. I feel like there's at least 2 more layers to do. We're gonna now add Ungor flesh. And then we'll do some edge highlights with a very, I guess, white color. I haven't decided which one I'll use just yet. Maybe gray seer? We'll see. Oh, wait, let me make sure that I'm on the camera. seems like there's a little hair there stuck on the top. Trying to pull that out. I want to see if I can do some edge highlighting here on this part of the trim. Okay, I think I was able to pull that off. And Nightlord Spirit Cheese says, "Wolf, wolf, fang." How you doing, Nightlord? Nightler said, "I'm good. Got one of those 1/8 scale beakies primed so I can paint it like a Rogue Trader Crimson Fist." Ooh. You have to show me, because I have no idea what you mean. Is it like the action figure ones? And Nice with Cheese. Oh, wait, hold on. Fitty Joe's first said, "Oh, yeah, by the way, have I even told you I'm flying back to the US on Saturday?" Yeah, you did mention that. Where in the US are you flying to? Back to Miami? And Nice with Cheese said, "Yeah, one of the Horus Heresy Joy Toy ones. Very cool." So, was he already, I guess, graced, like just plastic, or was he colored already? And that video said, "God, no." So where you going then? Alright, I think maybe adding a little bit more here. Oh yeah, Pennsylvania. You did mention that. No, I made a mistake. I got some on the... this part. The backpack. I have to clean that up. And Nairosmere Cheese says it was pre-painted, but I cleaned up the mold lines and primed over it. Nice! Yeah, you have to show me, because I want to see it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the brush, and we're gonna add one final color on the non-metallic gold brass thing that I'm going for. Okay, so we're gonna try, and I'm saying try, being the operative word here, to use one of those white paints that I have, those shredded white paints. Where is it? There we go. Was it this one? Which one was it? I think it's Ceramite white. Hold on. I missed a few of your messages. Sorry about that. Nilo Taboo Cheese says, "Oh, I had a spectacular Sunday." Oh, what'd you do? Hope everyone else has one too. Yeah, I mean, mine was pretty good. I can't really complain. I got to do a little bit of drawing today. Work went okay. No exterminatas happened, so that's always a plus. And now I'm trying my hand at non-metallic metal. And I think it's coming out not too bad. All right, yeah, I think I'm about done with the non-metallic metal on that pauldron. What do you guys think? Maybe if I change the color of the pauldron real quick. Let me go ahead and do that now. And Visor said, I do like it. Nice. Thank you. Glad you like it. And now it's Ruchi says, I went to my local hobby store and noticed that they had some issue of Inferno, the old Warhammer magazine. Alright, Ola. They had the issue with my favorite 40k author, but the best part is when I went to buy it, they had all the issues registered as $0. So I went back and got them all. 16 issues of Inferno for free. Absolutely well. Oh, that's crazy. And then, so I never heard of Inferno, but I'm still kind of not a hardcore, I guess, Warhammer nerd that I know about that. I definitely been following Warhammer for my entire life, but I've never read any of the White Dwarf or I guess Inferno that I guess I missed out on. What kind of magazine is it? Here, let's see if I can pull this off real quick before we run out of time. And notice where your cheese says that wolf looks awesome. Thank you. And Eddard said it's looking really good so far. I definitely think it'll pop more when that pauldron isn't mostly matte black. I'm gonna try to do that right now. Just paint the base color. And we'll use we'll use the base. No, or is it? Yeah, we'll use Rhinox hide. Just cover that up with some Rhinox hide. Got 6 minutes. I think I can do this in 6 minutes. Okay, Nightlord's View Cheese says it's a lore drop / short story / comic book booklet magazine kind of thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. Now, the reason why I'm painting this brown, or specifically Rhinox hide, is that I plan to do the same thing I did with the base armor to the pauldrons. Give it that sort of sketch look. I don't want to go too saturated with the base color. I figured to start with a very dark color. Start bringing in some of the lighter colors. I plan to paint this pauldron yellow, by the way. Okay, I think with the brown, you can kind of see the non-metallic metal a lot better. But I think this is where we're gonna call it for tonight, varlets. I'm pretty happy with how he's coming out. Very, very nice. And Edward Stark said that, yeah, that already pops more. Nice work. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it. You know, again, I think I could definitely get better at the non-metallic metal, but this is my first time trying it. And I think it's good for my first try. Really excited to see more of how this guy turns out. Let me go ahead and zoom out a bit. Right. Hitting up the brush, let's give it a sort of a once over before we start trying to decide who we will raid before we call it a night. We have done the armor, the under armor, the Qualis de bone, the part of the horn. Still gotta do the metal parts and the strap. And of course, we worked on that pauldron. You would like to finish it, so we still gotta do the yellow. But yeah, I'd say it's coming along very nicely. And with that being said, yeah, if you like what I do and would like to support, then please consider subscribing to my Twitch channel or donating to my Ko-Fi at Rosado Rios Art. The theme music for the stream is, of course, Lament and Hope by the Venerable Litigus, Adam Bell. We also have the music for 140k Mechanicus, composed by Guillaume David, and the copyrighted Bulwark Studios. And the music for 140k Darktide, which is composed by Jesper Kyd and the copyrighted Fat Shark Games. And the music for Path in Nowhere, composed by various artists and the copyright of Eisel Games. All the music is provided to us by filmmusic.io. And again, this is a miniature by Games Workshop, specifically Warhammer. It's a Space Wolf. And I customize him with some bits from Darktide Studios, which you can find at my mini factory under Darktide Studios. And yeah, let's see who we're gonna raid tonight, varlets. Let's go over to the Twitch. Read. Okay, looks like Aurelia is gonna be it. So click her. Okay, let me pull up my chat. I don't want to leave before saying again, Varlets, thank you very much for visiting. Thank you for sticking along with my stream. Always a pleasure to, stream for you guys and have a nice chat. Thank you, Night with Cheese. Thank you, Viza. Thank you, Bahamu Bard. Thank you, Fidijo. Viza, again, thank you. Everybody else who showed up to the stream, and maybe was lurking, thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate you spending time with me. And Eddard Stark said was a bunch of fun as usual. Thanks and thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and start the raid. It'll start in about 8 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I am Interrogator Rosario Rivas, attaché to Milady Inquisitor Markham of the Order Hereticus, and this has been Looking Cute and Painting Minis, and I'll be signing out from the grim dark future. So you varlets have a good night, okay? Take care. Bye-bye!
Found wanting.
Wow.